new feature within OmniGraffle Pro is the ability to create subgraphs, and this is, for instance, useful where you might want to hide certain steps within a flow diagram as a single step. For example, here we have step 1 and then some process steps and then step 2. If we just select all the process steps in the middle and say arrange group a subgraph, if we select the subgraph box, say arrange collapse subgraph, you'll see that those 4 processes are sort of hidden away in a single step. And we can view them again together by saying expand subgraph. Another option within OmniGraffle Pro is the ability to create shared layers. So if we go to canvases, you'll see that within this document there are 2 canvases and a single layer on the first canvas. If I now say right click new shared layer, you'll see we get a new layer, but it's in a slightly distinctive color. If I click on there and then just, let's say, enter a new rectangle, add some text. What I can do now is, if I want to share this layer with the other canvas, I can just drag that to canvas number 2. And when we go to canvas number 2, you'll see that the elements contained on the shared layer are also on the second canvas in the document. So any changes that we make to shared layer 1 will be reflected in canvas number 2. Now, finally, for this particular screencast, I'll just quickly demonstrate the presentation capabilities of OmniGraffle, and this is in OmniGraffle Pro. Now, I've enhanced the original document slightly. What I've done is to create, well, we have our shared layer, we have layer 1, and on layer 1 I've added a new rectangle and called this toggle layer 2, and I've introduced a new layer 2. And as you can see from this symbol here, we can't see that layer at the moment, so I'm just going to click on that symbol, and there we go. It's just a single box that pops up. It says layer number 2. Now, what I can do, and this goes back to some of the tools before, is I can assign this little box an action property, so that if I click on the box, you'll see here under the Inspector Properties Action, clicking with the Browse tool shows or hides layers. Now, there are different things you can do: open URLs, open files, run scripts, but I've just selected Show or Hides Layer, and for layer 2, it's just going to toggle its visibility. So now if I go to the sheet and select the Browse tool, in fact, I'll double-click the Browse tool so that it's permanently enabled, and then just click on that rectangle, you'll see every time I click, the layer will appear and disappear. Now, as I mentioned, there is a presentation capability within OmniGraffle Pro, and to switch that on, we just say View, Start Presentation. Okay, so there's my full screen presentation. As we mouse over the different elements, it will highlight automatically. I can toggle the layer, so that's layer number 1 and layer number 2. And then if I click away, it goes to the next slide. There are also some navigation controls by moving the mouse down to the bottom of the screen. I can go back to the original slide and then switch off layer 2. So if it's just an OmniGraffle Pro document you want to present to someone, there's no real need for a separate presentation package. Now, there are many more other features available in OmniGraffle, both in the standard version and in the Pro version. Now, one thing I should have mentioned for the Pro version is that OmniGraffle now supports importing Microsoft Visio binary VSD files, along with Visio stencils and also Visio templates. Now, this helps you when you're trying to exchange files with Visio users, but it also gives all the Pro users access to thousands of Visio stencils available for download on the web.